Oh, good morning and welcome,
What?
gamers. That was supposed to be more transition-y,
What?
but
Okay.
we're still hammering out the kinks. What's up, Division Matrix? Thanks for dropping in, man.
HFD Division Matrix.
Happy Friday.
What's up?
Anyway, y'all, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the intro. We are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guides, news, and clutch plays. In addition, we would talk about juicy rumors, controversies, random topics of discussion. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a whole lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out on fpsguides.com and follow us on social media. We stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/FPSGuides. For all you listeners out there, FPS Guides Podcast can now be found on Apple iTunes Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and also Alexa. So please check us out. We are a small community. We are a small but
intro,
growing
baby.
community comprised of gamers, young and old, who are just passionate about gaming. If you are interested in becoming a part of this little community, or perhaps becoming a content creator, please hit us up at our website. We would love to hear from you. So, what's up, guys?
What's up? Sorry about the
Sorry,
intro,
yeah.
everybody.
So we have a new intro now because now we actually it's kind of hammered out. We're mentioning the podcast, telling you to tune in every Friday. We're talking about we actually have a list of all things now, and it's been so hammered into my mind that I started immediately going into other stuff. So I'll work on that. But anyways, what's up, guys?
Welcome. Episode 57, guys.
Episode
How was,
57.
how's you guys' week?
Bad.
Playing any cool game? Oh,
Bad?
All right.
Bad.
Uh-oh.
Bad.
Bad.
I've just
Bad.
been madly busy. I've barely played any games at all this week.
Uh-huh.
Just because I'm going on a cruise to the Bahamas, ironically, next week. And so I'll be gone Monday through Friday of next week, and I have to get all my work done prior and make sure everything's ready to go before I ship out, literally. So I haven't really been playing any games. I mean, I played a little bit of Remnant. I helped the Poodly beat the final boss on Remnant.
Nice.
I tried out the Code Vein demo.
Same sentiments.
Same sentiments. I guess we can get a little more into it later if you want to. And I kind of did everything I wanted to do on Astral Chain, and then gave it to him.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go through it, and then I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna sell it when I get back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm almost done.
then
I'm
so
on
I'll
like
get
the
back.
second to last mission in Control right now. So after I finish that, I'll give it to JD so we can try it. It's fun, dude. It's
Cool.
super fun, but I'm really not enjoying the ending right now. It's really dropping. If I were to give this a score,
super
it was like
tough.
an 8.85. Now it's like a 7.5
Ooh,
because
wow.
of the ending.
Anyways,
so far,
if you guys are
Really-
wondering
upsetting me.
about our thoughts on these games, be sure to check us out on our website because we do have our reviews on our website, including the review for Remnant, and I am just finishing up the review for Astral Chain. So if you want to see
Should probably do a review on
why
Control.
I decided that I'm going to sell the game instead of keeping it, please tune into that.
That's on our website.
That
as
is
well.
on our website,
FPSguys.com.
fpsguys.com. You know.
What about you, Sig? You play anything interesting?
Only Gears 5.
Gears 5?
That's all.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, see,
well,
I downloaded it.
Perfect. That's a
haven't even
perfect
started
report,
it.
dude. Tell us about it.
I
I got some questions. I've been hearing some things.
I don't know if it's my computer or I don't know if it's Microsoft servers. I was able to download it onto the Xbox, but I still cannot get it on my PC. It might be my computer because you got it to install on your PC.
I installed it on my PC
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably just
Interesting.
Really?
That's-
So like you
yeah.
went through the Game Pass thing on PC and you clicked
Yeah.
download and just wouldn't do it?
the button where you click install,
Mm-hmm.
the little button spins for like 5 seconds and,
doesn't
it
do
says
anything?
error.
Oh, that might be a server
I
issue.
had to I had that issue before. I had to like completely like restart everything.
Uh-huh.
Like I had to close it out, like actually like close out the app and then restart my computer, and that fixed it.
Okay.
But I think if that doesn't work, you might actually have to uninstall the Game Pass and then reinstall the Game Pass.
That makes sense.
You might have to.
That makes sense. I didn't do that because
You
I've done. Remember how we figured out that you have to install games under the original user
Yeah.
for your PC?
Yes.
I did that. I restarted the computer. I even installed updates, and it still wasn't installing.
There was an update.
Let
for
me
Game
play this
Pass.
game!
There was an update for Game Pass this week.
Okay.
For the PC version, so
That could be.
If you didn't get that, then that might be it. This is still kind of buggy. Like it doesn't always work. Like I remember clicking update and then it would just like not do anything. I'd be like,
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
what
try
about this?
launching it through Console Companion or downloading it through Console Companion. Maybe that'll help.
Probably. I think. Well, that all ends up going to that same place through Microsoft Store. Like that's the first starting
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's
the
like
Microsoft Store. Yeah, it launches that.
Okay.
Whether you go through Game Bar or whatever, the Xbox Companion, whatever, all these. It's very confusing, dude.
well, it's
very,
because
very
they're trying to like
confusing. Yeah.
streamline everything right now. So like when you have a lot to cut down to a little, it is
Yeah.
confusing.
Like
But
even Crazy One, he was asking.
it's growing pains.
He's
kind
trying to
of.
find out. So which one do I need to buy? Do you need to buy Xbox Live or Gold or Game Pass? Because he wanted to play it also,
Right.
but he didn't know which flavor, what
Which-
subscription
what,
to buy.
what you needed to get, yeah, what you
Yeah.
can spend your money
So,
on. Right.
but yeah, it is, like you said, it is growing pains.
Yeah.
They will get it figured out. It's hard. The pain is hard to describe for like people who know how it works. It's like,
Mhm.
dude, it's easy. Like you're just dumb. No.
it's a little, it
There's
is
a lot
little
of things.
complicated.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of
names.
things to consider with it because it's kind of trying to. I think the inevitable what they're trying to is starting to blend the UI from the actual console with the PC version, so it's just kind of
really
seamless,
shouldn't be that hard.
Right.
Which I mean,
Bro, there's a template for this.
I'm
Just
sure
look
it's
at
hard.
Google.
Yeah.
You sign with your Google account into Mail, into Calendar, into everything. It's you just sign in. That's it.
Google.
Done.
That's like their bread. and
Just
butter.
copy what
Yeah,
they
but
did.
it's not Microsoft's bull, dude. I don't accept that. I don't accept that.
Just do that. Whatever Google did, do it.
Maybe.
So what do you think of Gears though?
Okay.
You're playing campaign,
I played campaign because
Co-op
I
campaign?
played with my son, couch co-op. We did a
Cool.
split screen.
split screen, dude,
Yeah.
is cool.
Nice.
The gameplay seems to be very similar to the previous ones. They did add some new features. It feels like a little bit. They took some elements of other shooters
Mhm.
where you could instruct your little drone to do some stuff. It felt very Ghost Recon like for
Okay.
me because that's what the experience I had. Like we had a drone, you could go
Yeah.
go fetch this, or
Go unlock this door.
or go online. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
very Titanfall-ish. I think with that. It's not a ping sort of feature, but there's a lot of actions that you could do with the left click,
Okay.
Okay.
left stick
cool.
click.
Okay.
That was cool. That was different from Gears 4.
Does it feel like faster at all?
Yeah. Is there any
Like
Same.
it looks
it
a
feel
little
tighter,
quicker to me.
snappier,
It doesn't
like,
feel like that at all. for
crisper?
Guys, it feels the same. It feels the same with some new mechanics. All right. The eye candy though was beautiful, like out of this world. The graphics were what you read about on these reviews and on the web right now about how great the game looks. They're telling the truth.
It's top notch.
It's from the opening scene of the campaign where they lower you into this hole,
Mhm.
and it's just like a lush green landscape with like some water. They drop you into a pond. I had to just look around for a second. I'm like, yo, this looks sick.
We just take a
This
take
looks
a, we
sick.
just take
And
it
that's
all in
on
for
the
a second.
Xbox. Yeah,
Not
I
even
can't
the
imagine
X,
how
dude.
great
Yeah.
it'll look on
That's
a,
just the
on a-
normal
yeah.
Xbox One. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's if I was a Gears fan, I think I would love this game. Since I still felt a little bit clunky.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed. They haven't made it more fluid.
Right, but I feel like that's like their DNA. you know?
Right,
It's like
right.
that formula.
I can't
guess,
hate him
yeah.
for that. I can't hate him for that
Yeah.
because the people buying this wants that.
Mhm.
So, I think it's a good game, man. I think I was actually hola amigo.
Oh, yeah, what's up, Los?
I was pleasantly surprised with how good the graphics were and the polish. It's super polished.
Definitely got that AAA quality.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what Xbox needed, like really bad.
Yeah.
Need something. But you said earlier this week you don't really feel like it's going to be bringing in much new people to the franchise.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It's as good as a Gears game can get.
Right.
And I haven't played it since me and my son played it last weekend, like on
Right.
Sunday. So we're just like,
Okay.
What does he think of it?
he likes it.
It's not Fortnite though.
It's not Fortnite. He likes it because when he plays games with me, it's it doesn't take away from his allocated gaming time.
Oh, nice. So it's like hangout time
There
is
you go,
different
there you
thing.
go.
Bingo. Like he
It does-
can't play
yeah,
on weekdays, and he can only play 3 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on Sunday. But when he plays with me, that's exempt from any of these restrictions.
There you
so,
go.
So
He's like, hey,
sometimes,
Dad, you wanna play games? Dad, you wanna play games? Let's play.
Let's play Gears, Dad. Let's play Gears. I'm like,
I heard you need something to
Years,
review.
yeah, we want to
Bro.
play with you, and then it doesn't have to cut into his time. Basically, just gets free game.
How
time.
smart is that?
But if it means anything, we have a bunch of games on the Xbox, and he asked for Gears 5, so.
Okay.
Well,
so
out of the
at
choices,
least interest, he had his special interest
Yeah.
in Gears
It's like,
5.
oh, Gears
so.
5. Let me just download that
I mean,
immediately.
he probably at least heard of it. I mean, it's before Gears 1 is before his time, which sounds weird to say.
It's almost like
Yeah.
It sounds weird to say that, but Gears 1 was before his time, and it's
So it
interesting
was like
that
Gears 2.
he must have at least known about Gears, and recognized the name enough to want to try it out.
Yeah.
So.
The game is a little bit frightening for kids, for children.
well, it's rated M.
I
bro.
mean, that was the game where you could chainsaw people in half.
The
Like,
gore
yeah.
the gore is one thing, but early in the game, I want to say the
Very
end of
mature.
Act 1, we're walking
oh,
through
no
this-
spoilers. No spoilers.
It's Act 1. It's early. It's
I don't care, dude. No spoilers.
This is a spoiler-free podcast.
it's not a spoiler. It's not even a boss. Can I please just give an example?
Fine.
All right.
Okay.
Just like dance around the subject.
Fine.
Spoiler alert.
You're
for
walking
Gears
through a
5.
sewer hole, like a sewer hole.
Okay.
Like a sewer, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like going through the
Uh-huh.
sewer.
Okay.
Except it's not lit up. It's realistic. You got a flashlight.
Okay.
And so you're kind of fighting monsters in the dark, and they kind of jump at you.
That's cool.
That's pretty.
And my little girls are like, ah! Like my little 3-year-old.
How old? Oh,
she had
3,
to cover
okay.
her ears and turn around. Ah! This is so scary. Why y'all playing this? And Cade's loving it.
It's like, bring them.
Yeah, I couldn't. He had to
like
save
it.
me because I can't aim with the right stick. Well,
Right.
I can't aim even with a mouse, but even worse with a right stick. With my thumb, I can't use the controller. So, but he saved me. His Fortnite,
Don't worry, Dad. I got you.
But it's frightening. It's
It's
not
supposed
frightening
to.
for an
Is it
adult,
like an
but-
intense scene or like it's like
It's
oh man,
supposed
this
to
is
just
like
feel tense and stuff, and like you're in like a.
I didn't get that feeling with
territory.
Gears 4. There was a sense of like when we did the escape room,
Mhm.
like the dark hallway, like no one wanted to go, and we all made Killalos go.
yeah
And
yeah.
stick his hand in the door. It was like that. Like I ain't
Okay,
going. Like
that's
Kate's
cool.
like I ain't going, and I'm like okay,
Okay,
I'll go.
nice, nice. That's
There-
cool. That's
but that
cool.
wasn't there in 4,
That
was
means
it?
It's a bit no.
No. Yeah,
Gears 4 was not very good.
there's elements of that in Gears 5 in bucket loads.
nice.
So
Cool.
Yeah, I guess that's a good thing. So
Nice.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm glad that Cade likes scary games though.
yeah, surprising. He
that-
doesn't like
I
scary
that-
movies, but he liked
yeah,
that game.
Yeah, it's gonna get to that point where Cade's gonna be like playing Dead Space and
Yeah.
Fear and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
I think the only complaint that I've
Good.
really seen about this campaign is that it's always online, which is not great.
What?
So it is. So it really is.
You
have
cannot
to
play
Be,
Gears of War 5 in any way, shape, or form if you are not connected to the internet.
see, I don't like that.
Now, of course, multiplayer, sure, fine.
Yeah, like, that's multiplayer.
But campaign,
like, of course.
because if you noticed, I don't know if you noticed this, if you launch in a campaign, it doesn't just, it's not like God of War, you just go into the game immediately.
Right.
You go into like a lobby kind of thing, so you can invite your friends and
Okay.
then
I mean,
go
yeah,
play.
I understand that, but having like an exclusive offline mode feels like a must. when
Well, it
comes to-
requires you to have Xbox Live.
there you go.
Yeah, like,
there you go.
need to
It's a
have-
money
yeah.
thing.
There it is.
I really don't like that. I really don't like
I'm
that.
not a huge fan.
Because
of
the
that either.
servers went down on Friday when like it was available to play and people
Yeah.
were like, what the hell, I can't play.
It's like, okay, cool.
I was
let me
unaware
jump-
of that. The servers
and
went
most
down.
people,
They were
most-
down for a long time,
most
like
people-
3 to 5
Microsoft
hours.
have a cloud platform that they sell to business?
Yeah, but I guess it was overstressed. I don't know.
They said I think the director Rod Ferguson of the game was just like, yeah, we expected around 1 million and we got 3 times that many. And I was like, dude, are you kidding me? 1 million people? That's
This is
nothing.
like-
Like this is your biggest game
This is like
ever.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's basically like one of their biggest franchises. Like the only franchise for Xbox that I could see any bigger is Halo.
Yeah. So I was listening to the Xbox 2 podcast with Round Thor 19. You should check him out. He's a really good YouTuber. But he was like, "Yeah, are you kidding me, Microsoft? Like, this is not an excuse. You cannot have server issues with Gears, and this is on Game Pass. Halo 1. I'm sorry. Halo Infinite's gonna launch onto Game Pass. Halo's way bigger. They're gonna
Wow.
have way more issues. Plus XCloud, where people are gonna be streaming the game from their servers. They need to get their head in the game, man.
Well,
Like this is a problem.
Hopefully
Wow.
they learned from this experience. Because if this happened,
They got a
with
year to
Halo,
get their get their ducks in a row here.
It's gonna be riots in the street. This happened with Halo.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be pissed.
Oh man. So
Yeah.
Relevant to what we're discussing about burst traffic for servers. Amazon, do you know why they came up with their cloud services, AWS, Amazon Web Services?
no.
Well, because their capacity is scaled so big so that they don't have downtime for a Black Friday.
Oh really? Well, if you can handle Black Friday, you can handle.
That's the thing.
Anything.
Their server capacity was like 100 times non-Black Friday. So during the year where they have all this extra capacity,
Bunch of extra capacity.
yeah, they're like, why don't we just lease it out to businesses? And that's that's what birthed
Yes.
Amazon Cloud
Okay.
Services.
Right, but I guess Microsoft's like, oh, we're Microsoft. we have our own servers. It's like, well,
Yeah.
listen, kid. It's like,
We're
they went down.
self-reliant.
So
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
it's not great, dude.
Yeah,
Because
it's
Gears
not a good look.
is a marquee franchise, but not like Halo. So,
Halo would be even bigger.
oh yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Okay.
So
We'll see. Hopefully
they
Microsoft
need
gets that
They
going.
need to figure that out.
Oh, but that said, as far as buying it for the nice round figure of $0, definitely get it if you're on Game Pass.
I mean,
It's you're not gonna
Would
waste
you-
your time.
would
You're
you
not gonna waste your time.
would you spend $60 like a full price for this game?
I wouldn't personally, but if I was a Gears
But
fan,
like, do
yeah,
you think it's worth it?
yeah, for the gear heads out there,
It's
I
got
think
the,
it's
it's
worth
got
it.
the quality.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I think it's
I can see
cool.
that.
Nice.
But
And then you also told me that the campaign is like 6 hours as opposed to 2
No.
hours.
Gears of War 4 was like 6-ish
Uh huh.
hours.
Okay.
This was quoted. Gears of War 5 was quoted as being around 15.
More than
12 to
double.
15.
Okay.
6 for Gears 4?
Yeah, it's not. It's
Wow,
re-
that's
it's
like
not.
tiny.
It's. I remember I was pissed, dude. I was playing it with Dan, and I was like, Act 5. I'm like, what? What? What do you mean we're on Act
This
5?
is the final act
Like,
right here. Like, what?
We're,
Okay.
we're just getting started. But no,
Okay.
it's supposed to be like around 15-ish hours, depending on how many collectibles you get, how many side missions you do, stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did Metacritic give this game?
I think it was like a
86. It's got an
yeah.
86, 85 right now.
Okay.
Which is a little lower than what I expected it to be. I expected it to be like 88, 89.
I thought it'd be around 85.
I agree with 86.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah.
what I'd be then. Yeah.
FPS guide score.
But it's very people are
What they said.
people are like Xbox is like Xbox fanboys are getting pissed. It's like, well, how could this game not be up there with God of War? How could this game not be up there with all the other Sony games? It's like it's just not,
Like,
dude.
it's a good
just
game.
not.
It's just
Would
not,
you
like,
put this on the same level as God of War?
groundbreaking.
Say?
No, I wouldn't put it on the same level as God of
I
War.
mean, dude, with God of War, they like totally reinvented their identity.
They
did
reinvented
it
the genre.
perfectly.
dude.
God of War is on a different level, and they've set the bar. It feels like a Hollywood movie. It feels like they had a Hollywood director, Hollywood producers.
The writers, everything.
It felt like they had a legit storytelling team first come up with the game, and then they said, "Hey, developers, do this." Like instead of the opposite.
Very seamless, yes.
Yeah.
That's what they did. That's literally what they did.
Is it?
There is a documentary. It's called Raising Kratos of how they made the game, and it's
I never watched the documentary, but it
extremely
feels like
interesting,
that.
dude.
Yeah,
It's
and-
extremely interesting.
Gears 5 is not there yet, but it feels like they're starting to put more emphasis.
So maybe
on
maybe
that.
Gear 6
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
like
But in general, I feel like it's
Yeah.
just hard to. You can
I mean,
only
it is a
reinvent
shooter.
the wheel.
Wheel so many
Yeah.
times with that kind of a franchise, you know.
I don't know, man.
'Cause,
God
like,
of
I
War
mean-
was on like Game 7.
No,
Like-
no, yeah, and I agree in that front, but when it comes to a shooter game specifically, I feel like with that fan base, you can only change the formula so much, or you're gonna turn them off.
Okay.
You know, but when it comes to like someone who's a fan of the God of War franchise, generally those people are fans of fighting or brawling games in general, and so just a different form of that.
True,
Wouldn't be
but
too
they
bad.
I mean their combat
But,
system was totally
yeah.
different. So
Everything was totally different.
yeah, so
But
cool.
whatever.
So recommended. Nice.
recommend-
I'm gonna be
recommended.
playing this a lot over the weekend, hopefully with somebody.
You got the same name as the main character.
JD.
Yeah, JD.
JD
I know.
Phoenix.
I know. That's-
I like
know.
Marcus's
It's-
voice. He's just like he's like the
actually
last
based
action
on me.
hero.
Yeah.
Marcus Phoenix, the last. He's like, all right,
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna go in guns blazing.
He's like Batman now.
It's like, how about we plan our attack? No. We're just gonna go in there and shoot everything.
No, we have
Like,
big
alright.
guns and big armor. We're just gonna do what we always do. We're gonna shoot guys and chainsaw guys.
Yeah.
So-
So that came out.
That came out. What else came out?
Let's see. Borderlands 3
That
comes out
yeah.
today.
Very
It's
exciting.
out right now. You can go and
Very
pick it up
exciting.
right now. I know who was super excited about
I think
Division
Division
Matrix,
Matrix
right?
was
Division
into that.
Matrix
Yeah,
was-
Division
was
Matrix was
stoked
super
on it.
excited about it.
I think Vitamin J mentioned it too.
Yeah,
I just
so
I
far
really do want to play
on
it.
Metacritic, it's got an 85, which is solid.
Solid.
85 is a solid score.
Yeah.
Very, very solid.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing.
And
to scoff at.
we also had another game come out called Greedfall, which I know probably JD would be interested in.
Yes.
It's a little bit outside of my
that was
genre of interest, but
that was one of those little sleeper games that I may have mentioned it before that you guys might want to look out for.
yeah, that came out on Tuesday.
Looks cool.
And
Looks cool.
it's a very BioWare RPG without BioWare.
Yeah, it's
Think of it like that.
a BioWare RPG, but with like
Like a good story.
A poorer BioWare,
Poor BioWare.
to be honest.
Yeah, so that reviewed at a 75 on Metacritic, which you know what? Not
I mean,
bad.
In terms of
It's
that,
not
yeah,
bad.
their last games haven't had as good of reviews as that, so I would hold off on that one though. Just with the track record of that developer, that's my recommendation. I would.
Yeah,
hold
it'll
off on
go
that.
down in price
I
for
would
sure.
hold off on that. Wait until like a month or two until all the reviews are out and it's kind of plateau with reviews and people kind of agree on things, and you can make your decision. That's
yeah,
what
those,
I'm gonna
those
do.
were the
But it
the
looks
big, you know,
very neat.
AAA games that came out. Because
Very
Gears came out on Tuesday, the standard edition. Last week was the ultimate edition. And then the week after this is nothing. And the week after that is the Surge 2 and Code Vein. So we're getting into the
The week after this
is nothing.
is nothing.
And then the next
So when I
2
get
weeks
back
from
from
now,
my cruise,
Code Vein and the Surge will be out, which is really cool.
I'm gonna spend like no money on the cruise. I'm just not gonna do anything the entire time.
Yeah, so if you're interested in those games, check them out. Borderlands. There's been some drama around Borderlands 3 actually, which we'll kind of discuss later in the show.
Everybody likes a little juicy drama.
Yeah. So
And,
we're gonna move on with some of the other news stories.
Speaking of drama, so if you all did not hear, PewDiePie was going to donate $50,000 to the Anti-Defamation League. The Anti-Defamation League is an anti-hate group, kind of a little more specifically centered around anti-Semitism. And the idea is that he was going to donate $50,000 to this nonprofit. And then the internet, being the conspiracy engine that it is, immediately was convinced that it was blackmail, and they could not be convinced otherwise. Even though PewDiePie did make an official video addressing these fans, saying that, no, this is legit, I am legitimately doing this, I am not being blackmailed. They still did not believe him, and I guess for fear of maybe further damages or backlash to either him or to the Anti-Defamation League themselves, he actually pulled his donation. So, way to go,
Good job, internet.
you freaking jerks.
This guy's like, you know what? I'm gonna do something good
He's
today.
like, I'm gonna donate money to this this anti-hate group, you know. But because of PewDiePie's track record and because the internet being the internet, he's not doing that anymore. So that sucks. Vitamin J, what's up, man? Thanks for dropping in. Missing you. We talked about PewDiePie pulling his donation for $50,000.
Ridiculous, dude. This is so insane to me.
Isn't that
'cause,
kind of
like,
ridiculous? Come on, dude.
How dare you donate to a charity? Like, what?
God, dude. I mean, I don't. Even if, all right, suppose it was blackmail. Is it
Good, donate.
Is it really all that bad to be donating? Like, suppose it is blackmail. I mean, I don't. All right, I know that some nonprofits are a little
Shadier than others.
shadier, and I don't know all the ins and outs of ADL, but come on, like, why are you that upset about this?
I don't know. It's just like, was it his fan base or was it just random?
I think it was actually like his fan base.
Oh my God.
Following
Which is
him.
even worse.
And then randoms jumping on the train, and then more
True.
of their fan base jumping on the train. It's just Reddit doing Reddit things. You know how it is.
Well,
I don't think he. Maybe. Officially he pulled it, but maybe he just left it in there.
Just anonymous?
Because- yeah, I think he just said, "Hey, I'll tell him we pulled it, but leave the money in
I
there."
bet you a lot of
I think-
people do that. I bet you a lot of
Yeah.
people do anonymous donations and
And
stuff.
I was kind of looking into it to kind of see like what exactly happened, and apparently, I think what happened is he was maybe suggested that he donated. I mean, I'm sure he's got a manager. He's got
Some sort of
someone keeping an eye out for him as far as PR goes, and so maybe someone suggested to him that he donate, and he was just like, "What do I donate to?" And they're like, "Donate to the ADL." And he's like, "Okay, whatever." Like, I don't think he really picked
Right.
one way or another. I think it was suggested to him by his management team or whoever.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. Sounds like a
and
good
that was
good
fine.
cause to
I mean,
me.
who cares? Like, that happens all the time. But Reddit.
I would have been blown away, dude. Just been like, oh man, my fans are gonna be so glad, and then they're just like, you sell out.
And they're just like,
blackmail."
"You're a sellout. He's getting blackmailed." But I mean, and I got to the point where he kind of had to do this. I mean, at least like you said, publicly he had to do this because we don't want to hurt ADL
Right.
by spreading this reputation that they blackmailed content creators. So not cool. That's another one of those times where it's just not cool, guys.
Not
so,
bald, man.
Objectively not cool.
I'm not bald, man.
Bald, dude.
Not bald. Look at that, dude. Look at
Look at
all
all that hair.
Look at that head.
That's funny.
Okay.
So then we have other news.
So,
Actually,
Apple's making games.
Apple is making moves, people, to probably do nothing because that's what Apple does. Anyway, Apple Arcade has been officially unveiled. We had some rumors and leaks about this earlier on. It was unveiled on Tuesday at the Apple event, same event the iPhone 11 and the $1,500 iPhone 11 Pro Max was revealed at. Really staggering.
Yeah. Because I'm just.
But
itching to get
these
that.
details are scooped up by Tech Radar here. So basically, I'm going to run down a little bit of the details for you. Apple Arcade, priced $5 a month per family. 6 people in a family. So if you got 6 friends, 6 buddies, whatever, there you go. $5 a month for all you guys. So that's pretty cheap right
That's
there.
actually super cheap, yeah.
And comes with a 1 month free trial off the bat. Cool.
Okay.
Games will be a mix of traditional and mobile games, curated by Apple, which is kind of interesting because for the viewers, you can see in the back here, there's some games that are coming to PlayStation and Xbox, like Pathless. That's coming. So it looks like Apple's kind of broadening their reach for games.
So we're not talking like just little.
Not
mobile
just
games.
mobile games. No.
I see. Okay.
Which I think is
Okay.
a smarter way to go. But
Okay.
let's see. You can play games on these devices: the iPad, the iPhone, the Mac, obviously, and Apple TV. That'll be a good time. I don't know why you'd want to play on your Apple TV,
But I
but
just imagine you're like trying to move with like your with like your remote control.
you got DualShock 4 and Xbox One controllers are compatible with the service, so you don't have to go get another piece of hardware. So that's
Whoa,
cool.
pause right there.
Oh,
That's
really? PlayStation and Xbox controllers are compatible?
Yep.
that's impressive.
That's pretty cool.
No, we reported on that as well, actually. Back in the day.
Sony and Microsoft allows.
It's just Bluetooth, though.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem. Like, it's just Bluetooth.
Yeah,
Compatibility.
it is. I mean,
It's just
Bluetooth's
like
a protocol.
It's a
Like,
competitor.
right.
Yeah.
Sony and Microsoft can say
Maybe
no,
just
don't
like-
use it.
I don't know. Maybe they just don't really see Apple as much of a
Threat.
competition, much of a threat.
Because they are.
I mean, of course, they're huge, and they're very overarching company. But
Yeah.
I mean, this is their first step into gaming. And to be honest, I mean, if it's only really available on Apple devices, they're not really hurting anybody because you can't get Steam
Yeah, it's not like you're going.
on your Mac anyway.
It's not like It's not like these games are offered somewhere else where you're foregoing PlayStation or Xbox
Yeah.
for
Right.
Apple.
It's just like, oh, you only have a Mac to game on?
For some
First
reason.
of all, for some reason. Well, okay, now you can play games too. Okay, now you can be a gamer and have a Mac, kind of.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
I'm just. Stadia should have done that too. They should allow DualShock 4
I think
on Xbox.
Stadia. Do they? I think they do. I think they
They
do
do?
that. I think they do. You'd have
Very
to.
cool.
You'd have to look that up, but I
That's-
think they
that
do.
sounds kind of familiar. I think we did talk about that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But the service is going to launch on September 19th, so pretty close, not too far away. And Apple is promising 100 plus games at launch. We'll see about that, guys. We'll see.
100 plus,
Plus
games.
games, I think they can do it. I just think a lot of the games are going to be like
Meh.
very like just avoidable.
So another interesting detail, which I'm a little concerned about, is that the game developers get paid based on how many people are playing the game and for how long. That scares me a little bit.
Okay.
Because what if one game comes out, say like Pathless or whatever, is like super good, everyone's playing that. That developer is getting a crap load of money, but what about the other games? Like, how is Apple gonna curate games so that developers get their money?
Yeah, and then I feel like it might kind of get into this point where like some developers might have to pay Apple more to have their game featured.
Or
I
kinda
don't.
like
maybe.
bump-
I don't
or,
know.
like, bump
I don't
to
know.
the top of the list.
What do you think about
mean,
this, guys? What do you think? Do you think this is a threat to Stadia or XCloud? Do you think it's gonna rattle some cages, or is it just like, all right, Apple, you guys can play in the kid pool?
I think
That's fine.
that I'm a little honestly, I'm a little in that latter sentence there, where it's just like, because I mean, maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I don't see how this directly is affecting, like Microsoft or Sony, because, like I said, it's only available on Apple devices, and I only really seeing it as beneficial for those Apple Master Race people, which they exist.
Okay.
So, I see it as being a big benefit for those people, but besides
Does
that,
this
I don't
interest
see
you
it as
guys at
much
all?
of a. Honestly, it does. I mean, mostly because like $5 for 6 licenses basically for every month, that's super cheap.
That's very cheap.
That's literally less than $1 a person.
Right.
So that's
Yeah, but,
probably the cheapest.
Are there any games
cheap
on here?
subscription like that.
I just don't see
That
any
looks kinda
games
cool.
that I'm gonna be interested in, except for that
That looks
one.
kinda cool.
Pathless, yeah, that's the only one that I'm interested in.
But a lot of
But
them
I'll just get it on PS4.
A lot of them seem like these just kind of cute little games that you would probably prefer to play on your phone.
Yeah, so I think it's a better strategy if they just focus solely on mobile.
On
mobile?
mobile,
If they curated only mobile games,
maybe.
I think that would be a better strategy, because if you're thinking about AAA games, I'm not thinking about Apple. I'm not thinking about Mac.
And then the iPhone becomes the epitome of mobile gaming.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
Regarding the compensation structure that you mentioned for how they're going to pay developers,
Mhm.
how they'll get paid based on how many people play the game and how long they play it for,
Mhm.
it basically disincentivizes experimenting new ideas.
Yes.
Because you don't.
Which is the whole point of having a $5 subscription, to be like, oh, I'm going to play all these games I never would usually pay for.
It's the reason why the blockbuster Hollywood movies are all templated, because they
Just follow the formula they know that works.
exactly
Yeah.
they don't want to take a risk. Hey, we got $1 billion into this movie. We need to get that $1 billion back.
Mhm.
So I don't care how artistic you think you are as a writer or director.
I don't care. Make a shooting game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
We need our money back on this.
But maybe because it's so different or so interesting, that could be this looks high quality and it's weird. Okay, let's put it on there. Let's curate it, put it on that 100 list. or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's a risk that
That is a huge risk.
many people won't
Yeah.
take, man. That's
That's
a huge
true.
risk.
And we also don't know. Hopefully Apple Arcade is not going to be
Yeah, but even look at the AAA space. How many
them go exclusives.
unique games are in the AAA space? Not that many. Now you look at the indie game space. There's a ton.
There's a ton.
So
There's a ton.
Yeah.
I don't know.
we'll see. Well, if you guys are a fan of Apple,
It's
check it out.
It's a good idea for especially for those people who are indie developers, because it's such a cheap platform, and people can just play whatever game they find.
That's
But
true. That's true.
But that whole structure, it would definitely
Very worried about that.
disincentivize these small developers from going with these people.
Yeah. And then actually, since we're talking about new streaming tech, EA is jumping on the cloud streaming service.
Okay.
I did not hear about this when they first announced it, which is pretty weird, because we're usually pretty on top of that.
Oh god.
But EA, new cloud gaming streaming service called Project Atlas, is starting beta testing right meow. So, you gotta sign up and have Origin to be a part of it. Normally, however, EA is still handpicking people. There's let's just randomly pick a bunch of people within this pool. So that's what they're doing, which is a little suspect.
It's this person's not blacklisted. This person's not blacklisted.
So yeah, EA is running a public 2-week test of this service. Started on this Monday. Players that sign up for the test must have EA Origin and have to be selected, which is EA's probably own standards there. 4 games are going to be used for this testing, which is a very good broad range of games here. We got FIFA 19,
Okay.
good.
All right.
Need for Speed, Rivals, good. Titanfall 2, very good.
Yep.
And Unravel, little indie game, little platformer game.
Okay.
So this is cool because you got a shooter, you got a platformer, you got a racer, and you got a sports game. So you're kind of covering all of your bases there.
Just making sure it works on all
So-
sides.
Here's my question to you guys, which I think is pretty interesting here. If EA has their own streaming service, will this and Ubisoft with Uplay Plus is going to have their own. Will this hurt Stadia and xCloud and whatever Sony's working on? Because if third parties have their own service, they'll be like, no, we're not gonna let you use our game on your service. Like, you got to come to our service. Do you think this will hurt sales in any way?
It could.
Like, do you think splitting up all these streaming services and having their own formats will hurt video game sales in the future?
It could. It could hurt. I feel like it could hurt the prospects for, like, Google Play. Well, they're not just a publisher making their own platform. I kind of see, like, this future where many to basically all main publishers have their own platforms such as this. And maybe Google Stadia is still a thing, but that's where mostly you find the like the people, the developers that don't have publishers.
Yeah. So, like, say xCloud comes out later this year, and EA has this service, it'll be like, all right, you can't put FIFA on xCloud.
Yeah, like
That's
we're using it out.
that's huge.
That's a big hit. Yes.
Do you think publishers will do that? Do you think they'll pull their games off of other services to put them only on their service?
I mean, yeah, I can see it happening. Cause like, why wouldn't they? Like, if they can just dominate or just get that kind of exclusivity, like, you literally have to come to us if you want to play this game. Then, like, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's true. But that would be so annoying, dude. Like, people are pissed at the game store for
Yeah.
having another launcher in their computer. They're
yeah.
gonna have like 6 different freaking icons for
Yeah.
6 different streaming
It
services.
would definitely piss off the larger, like, gaming community. But, like,
And plus the money.
how much has that actually affected their decisions?
But what about like the money? Like, say it's like $10 for EA. Oh man, I want to play Ubisoft games. Say it's like $10 for Uplay Plus. Oh, I want Game Pass. That's another $10 to $15. Oh man, I want whatever Bethesda or Sony's gonna do. You're just gonna die in subscriptions.
I mean, yeah, or it's people are gonna start finding their ways around things, like
pirating.
So, all right, guys, so get out your peg legs and your eye patches. It's time to be a pirate again.
It's time to set sail.
It's time to set sail, gentlemen.
Yeah, so we'll see. What do you think about that, Sig? Any interest in that, or just like meh? What are you doing, EA?
I remain
That's a great idea. But yeah,
unconvinced
thing.
that video games will work as a streaming.
Like music?
You don't think
Like
it's gonna
music.
work out?
I don't think so.
Like like the
Care to
business model
expand
doesn't
on
work.
Because games get old.
Games
Old
are-
games, you don't really want to play anymore. Like old music, you
That's
still
true.
rock.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
And
I
plus, games are
definitely-
way more
I
expensive
definitely
than
still
music.
listen to music I listened to in middle school.
Right. Yeah. Like music is the soundtrack to our lives. Like video games, like I don't want to play old games that I've played already. Like I don't want to. It doesn't have. It doesn't.
Or if you do, you might just go pick it up from the clearance bin at GameStop for $3.
That's right.
GameStop.
Some things are great for subscription. Video games are not one of them, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I'm glad that they're trying it, so they can all
So they can all
waste
fall
their
in
money
love.
and learn what I
They can all
said
learn,
back in
yeah.
September 13, 2019.
Yeah, remember you guys, you heard it first on FPS Guys.
It ain't gonna work.
Long.
Yeah, so that's like the the bigger stories of the week that we found. We're gonna go into the
Okay.
little stories now, but let's see, we got what, 15-ish
Yeah,
minutes,
GameStop,
20-ish?
they're even closing even more GameStops, man. Like hundreds of GameStops.
Yeah, dude.
Everywhere.
Do I even have that written down
I don't
here?
think we actually
I do.
Oh, we did.
I
yeah.
do. Yeah. Since we just talked about GameStop, we'll just kind of jump around, I guess.
Segway.
Yeah, GameStop, man. 180 to 200 stores will close before the end of the year. This
So,
comes to us from Engadget.
If
That's
you,
really sad.
if you work at in retail at GameStop,
You should get another job.
you should very consider looking around. I'm just saying.
Now, this is bad news. However, GameStop is still raking in over $1 billion in revenue a year. They're still like doing all right, but
How?
I don't know. I have no idea. But
who's going to GameStop?
I mean, I do. I go to GameStop.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so closing 180, 200 stores. Yeesh. And remember that they did lay off 7 of the Game Informer staff a week or 2 ago. Which is still very,
they
still
laid
hurts
off
a little
some
bit,
higher up people.
so.
Yeah. Just keep an eye out for that. Oh, and Nintendo doing their Nintendo thing again, going after another ROM site. You guys need to learn that Nintendo will not play. They do not play with their content. They will get you. And so these people got. That is $2 million per trademark
Oh my
infringement
God.
and $150,000 per copyright infringement, and they have a bunch of Nintendo games on their website.
What's the difference between trademark and copyright?
You know what? I was going to ask you that.
I think
I don't really, I don't have a definite answer. I can guess like top half.
I can guess as well, but
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I think a copyright is like, say you're using a mascot, like Mario. You're putting Mario up on your homepage or whatever. That would be a
Okay.
copyright. A trademark, this is what I'm guessing, would be like the actual
The game
file,
itself. Like
the
you have
creative
Super Mario
assets.
Bros. 3.
That's what I'm thinking. Do I know? I do not. I do not own a business yet.
That sounds right.
I'm just guessing. That sounds pretty right.
All right.
Too hot for Twitch.
I think you got to flip flop. You got to flip
Oh, I
flop.
do?
Yeah, all the way around.
All right, according to
Close though.
smallbusiness.cron.com, it says while both offer intellectual property protection, they protect different types of assets. Copyright is geared towards literary and artistic works, such
Okay.
as books and videos and video games.
Okay.
A trademark protects items that help define a company
Like
brand,
a
like
logo.
a logo.
Oh, so like
Mario's face.
So like Mario would be a trademark, and
Yes.
then Mario Brothers would be copyright.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
I was kind of close.
Oh, pretty close. Yeah,
Not bad.
I take that. That's like a B+ answer or something. That's all right.
Oh man,
So yeah,
can't wait to get roasted on this image.
this
in the
this
chat.
is ROMuniverse.com.
You know what's coming.
Gorgeous.
That's pretty funny.
Wow.
Yo, my name is Fabio, dude.
Fabio.
Looks good. I like the look.
So yeah,
Should I grow out my hair?
ROMuniverse.com, guys. If you want to see their crash and burn.
Actually, you
They're still
cannot
up.
see them anymore. Probably they're probably
No,
done.
they were up. They were up.
They were?
Like 10 minutes ago. That website was still up. Actually,
Oh,
said,
really?
Actually
Nice.
said on the top, it says please donate to us to help us fight against this lawsuit.
No, that's
Like,
really
yeah,
funny.
it's really cute there.
Oh,
Look,
wow,
so,
look at that.
Heard about the lawsuit? Want to help defend ROM Universe and your rights? Please consider donating. All right, that second part about your rights, I don't really get that. Like, it's not your right to be able
To illegally get a
to
game.
illegally get a game. Like, I don't really get that. But yeah, so if you care at all about this ROM website that you probably have never used, go ahead and donate and waste your money because they're not going to win.
Nintendo is gonna put a ball in their mouth and,
They're not gonna
and bend
win,
them over,
dude.
dude. Like it's not gonna
I'm
be good.
sorry, it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
So-
And then another cool story that we have is
Okay.
EA has received an award from the Guinness Book of World Records for the most downvoted comment in Reddit history. Let me put this into perspective for you guys here. Reddit is a vast place.
Oh, yeah.
Reddit is a ginormous place.
It's kind
To
of
have the most downvoted comment on Reddit is
it's
bewildering.
It's impressive
Like,
in its own right. to be
So
honest.
let me put this into perspective for you guys here. So the second most downvoted comment on Reddit has 86,000 downvotes.
Okay.
I want you to guess how many downvotes do you think this comment has from EA?
165.
Not even close. Not even close.
600,000.
Not ooh, you're closer. And it's before we went live, it had 685,000 downvotes.
Oh my god. The second is like a whole digit behind. Holy
It is.
crap.
So EA will never be forgotten for
Look
their
at that.
comment.
Look at that.
Right here. All right, I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Look at that. Actually, I think
It's a long one.
the
actually.
600, 680. Actually, it went down since the Guinness record was
Oh, it
taken.
did?
But it's still like in the 600,000. So
That is
it's like went from 680 to like 660 or
It's
something.
this here, guys, right here.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Right
It was
there.
like, and it was basically,
Wow.
it was their community, it's like the community moderator basically, and he's going out saying that about the loot boxes, our intent is to provide a surprise where people feel rewarded for doing this. And
yeah,
everyone's
a
just
sense
like,
of pride and accomplishment.
how are you gonna feel accomplished for buying it?
Yeah, so EA will never be forgotten for this quote.
So
The video
good
game
job, EA.
history will
You
never
are
forget
literally
this.
gone down in history for being whack. Good job.
So, congratulations, EA.
Division Matrix says, don't forget Reddit applies votes through an algorithm, so the actual amount is actually much higher.
Oh.
So what? We're like close to 1 million downvotes or something.
Probably.
That is unbelievable,
Wow.
to be honest with you.
Good,
And this is,
good job, EA.
it's just wow.
Yeah, he's like Division Matrix. Like, yeah, I downvoted that too.
I also downvoted that when
Yep.
it was
Same.
fresh.
Let's go, team.
Say, yeah, team
Yeah.
downvote. Let's go.
So, let's see, is this interesting? It's kind of interesting. Google will introduce a Netflix-style app subscription service called Google Play Pass. This comes to us from Google themselves. This service will gain you access to a set of premium apps on the Play Store, so it's a little bit similar to Apple Arcade, but it's not geared towards games, it's just apps.
Okay.
So, as part of the service, you'll have ad-free, ads will be free because you're getting it within the subscription, and in-app purchases will be unlocked. I have no idea what that means.
So like, oh, what?
And the service will also be $5 a month. Will include games, but not focus on games. So
But in-app purchases in mobile games are huge.
yeah, I'm not super sure about how this works, but I'm just letting you guys know.
Like, are you gonna be able to play like and just get like everything? I mean, okay.
Not sure.
And also, can't you basically get all the apps you want for free on an Android?
Maybe there's some premium apps that you use that aren't. I don't know, man. Like I'm telling the people the news. All right.
Bro, what's up with all these subscriptions? It's getting
Death, dude. Death
Yeah.
by subscription.
That's how it is.
it's getting it's
Because
getting to the
people-
point now where like I almost
You know, man. People are so forgetful.
it's
I'll
a negative thing now.
I'll remember to cancel that in a month. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. They realized that it was more lucrative.
Mhm.
Be like, well, if you just pay $5 right now,
Man, we
you
gotta-
can play all the games you want, as opposed to paying $60 for one of those games.
Yeah, but I feel like it devalues the game. Like I got a bunch of games on Game Pass: Wolfenstein 2, Blair Witch, Gears 4, and Shadow of War. I've only played one of those games. I played Gears 4 because I'm like, well, I bought Control. I'm gonna play that. I bought other I'm just like my incentive to play is not as high as it would be
If it's
I
on
went
Game
out to
Pass,
buy the game.
because
Yes.
just like
yes,
it's not going anywhere,
yes,
and they're just gonna. Okay, I can see that.
yeah.
Wreck the Corp. What is the cheer? Thanks for the cheer, man.
Thanks for the
Woo,
cheer.
thank
Let's
you.
go.
All right. What do we do? Take a shot or something, or
Oh, yeah. That's right. Celebratory.
Oh, celebratory. So, continuing on with that, super quick here. There'll be a Last of Us Part 2 mini event September 24th. Tune into that. I'm gonna be glued to that TV, man. I'm gonna be part of the screen when I watch that thing.
Let's see
So check that out.
what's going on. Oh, I want to talk about that.
Oh yeah. Talk about that. That's funny.
Yeah. All right, guys. So here's probably the most interesting thing that I've read.
Game
this
of the
week.
year, probably.
Absolute game of the year, hands down. So, if you guys didn't hear the news, KFC, that is literally KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, is getting into the gaming sphere. How? They are coming out with a dating simulator game where you can actually pursue a hot, hunky Colonel Sanders in the game. I literally cannot make this up. I kid you not. If you go on Steam, we gotta pull that up.
What you got?
So you got some.
Pull up the KFC thing on Steam.
You got 11 herbs and spices on them
You can
thighs.
literally go on Steam and you will see it right there. This is a dating simulator game, not developed by, but published by KFC, called "I Love You, Colonel Sanders," a finger licking good dating simulator. I'm
Quote,
totally,
unquote.
I'm
That's
dead
the quote.
ass serious. Like that is it right there. I saw that. I thought I was getting punked. I thought it was a joke. I went onto Steam. And it's so real. It's scary. Like, so if those of you who don't know what a dating simulator game, they're very big.
Very big in the
very,
East.
very big in the East. They're basically they're just dating simulator games. You go through like dialogue options, and these are branching off trees of dialogue options, and then you're trying to get however many flags you can get in order to pursue your love interest in that game. And also has little mini games and stuff. And
Man, you're
from
gonna
what I
have
understand,
so much fun with this game, dude. You're just like
this little mini game. They're gonna have little mini games about like cooking, where you're like making KFC dishes and stuff like that.
the colonel just comes up behind you. It's like, let me show you how to drop those baskets in the fryer. Just grabs your hands, like
Just
puts
goes
you
like right
down.
behind you. Just, oh yeah.
oh man,
so-
it gets really good. That could
Uh,
be a sexy ass game right there.
This is honestly like super
Super
hilarious, and I just love how it doesn't take itself seriously at all. like it knows how ridiculous it is. It even says like in the features on Steam, 11 herbs and spices. I thought that was a cute touch. So that's a thing.
Is it a free game?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. It doesn't have a price on there yet. Yeah, but I guess we'll find out on the 24th.
All right. Well, cheers to the new uncle. Rep the court.
Cheers.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, cheers.
Happy Friday. That's not the only way KFC's getting into the gaming industry. Is they might be making a Rainbow Six Siege competitor. I have no idea why or how,
What?
but basically KFC
What?
went on to where did I pull this from here? Let's see. PC Gamer. KFC may be hosting a Rainbow Six Siege sports event. More info coming September 23rd. PC Gamer. So, hey, I don't know,
Dude,
but
KFC's like getting into gaming. What's going on, man?
Rainbow Six Siege, hosted by KFC.
They didn't realize that people don't really like their chicken anymore. They're like, crap, dude, we gotta do something.
Like gaming's pretty big right
Yeah,
now.
right there, Sig?
Let's start hosting.
Some raw apple juice you just drank.
It's got some hang on there. Yeah, coffee is not a great way to wash down
that.
that. Is it?
Actually, I had the coffee before it.
So there's another little thing I thought was super interesting here. Intel will host and broadcast the Street Fighter V and Rocket League esports tournaments ahead of the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games.
Interesting.
Super interesting. This comes to us from VentureBeat. That I actually would like to see. I'd like to see how they would bring in esports kind of. This is going to happen before the actual Athletic Games happen, like before the ceremony.
Right.
So I'm kind of interested to see what happens here.
But this
Would you guys watch that?
will be like, what do you mean like before? Like right before?
I think it'll be like a day or two before.
And that's pretty significant.
Sounds it's the
significant.
Olympics. I mean,
I mean, it's just got.
But I think it's cool that they're
Is
putting
it
it,
like,
like-
sharing like Showtime with like the Super Bowl? thing?
no.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like sharing time. But
Okay.
it's just like a
Alright.
day or two before or something. But I think that's kind of cool, you know? Like, if you're going to try and pull esports up, especially in Japan, that's the way to do it right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cool. Check that out.
It's like we could play and do the Super Bowl. Not on the same channel, but I'm during the Super Bowl.
All right, so we got about
so that's
10-ish minutes. What do you want to cover here?
We do want to talk about this a little bit. Hi-Rez is making all of their basically all of their games fully cross-play and cross-progression.
Woo!
Wait,
Hell
is it
yeah.
cross-progression?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. But definitely fully cross-play.
Probably, but not
That
sure.
is Paladin, Smite, and Realm Royale. So you're gonna
Across
be able
all
to-
systems.
All systems. So we're talking about your PC, your Xbox, your PlayStation, your Switch, and I think your mobile phone on some of
I
them?
am not sure about that.
No, not
I'm-
on this
I
one.
don't
That's
think
a
so.
Fortnite thing.
So
yeah.
go get them, PC players.
But every other thing, yeah. So, yeah, your PC players,
Go get them.
be nice, like especially to the Switch people. Like they're young, they're innocent. You know, they play Smash Bros and Super Mario Party and stuff. You know, you don't have to like end their life on Paladins.
Do you wanna go to the deals maybe and then the rumors?
Yeah, some of this other stuff is just kind of whatever. Borderlands 3 director Paul Sage wants an anime adaptation of Borderlands.
I'd watch that.
That'd be super sick. Everything else is kind of whatever. Moving on, guys, for the upcoming deals and
so you want to pull up the
releases.
second bullet point on the upcoming deals?
Guys,
that guy.
I just took a look at Steam before coming on here, and for those of you who have not played it yet, Rage 2 has a huge chunk off. It's $20 right now. The original price is still $60, so this
Nice.
is the cheapest you're going to get it for a little
Too
while.
bad it's not co-op, but whatever.
Yeah,
It's all right.
still a little jabbed about that, but whatever. Moving on to the Hyperspace Xbox One X. New design drops with an NBA 2K20 whenever that came out.
I forget when it came out. It came out recently though. I
So
just
it
forget
came
when
out recently, and now there is a new Hyperspace
It looks kind of
Xbox
cool. It's like
One
it's
design.
like there's a bunch of like stars on it and stuff. It looks
Can't find it.
Oh yeah.
it looks okay. And NBA 2K20, man, wow, don't buy that game. Like it is being drugged through the crap like no other right now. Basically, oh man, Reddit is aflame right now, roasting this game because actually, when you alt tab on PC out of NBA 2K20, the thumbnail says NBA 2K19.
No.
It's crazy, dude.
what?
Yeah,
So what?
dude.
They just like took NBA 2K19 and then
And
just like
slapped some new paint on it, made some
and
animations, and there you go.
really just,
that's
like,
what the
did,
that's
like,
what the new
nothing to it?
Xbox One X design looks like. What do you guys think about that? I think it looks very meh.
The hyperspace.
I would say meh. for something like Hyperspace Design, I assume to be more spacey.
I would want something like Galaxy-ish.
Like it just looks like a blank white Xbox, and someone just like took a paintbrush and just like flicked it on it.
I have to say, out of all the
It's
limited
neat.
edition Xboxes, my favorite one has been the Taco Bell one. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
No.
that one.
You remember that one?
I remember that one,
looked
yeah.
sick.
Taco
Oh, we got a
Bell?
link in the chat here. It says NBA 2K20 something something something.
All right.
We got a
Should
link
I,
to YouTube. Hopefully this doesn't drop our stream. We're
we
getting
might-
a little bit of frame drops. It looks like.
That was about 17
Um,
minutes ago. So yeah, we'll run it for a few seconds.
Viewers-
Expect some. Oh, what?
Nice.
All right, a few
Is
seconds.
that like? Is that like? Did we just get like Rick rolled?
What the hell was that?
Nice.
I thought it was
Did
an
we just
ad,
get
dude.
Rick rolled? Man, what the heck?
Vitamin
I
J.
thought we were
That's funny,
tight.
dude. That's funny.
That's
That's
awesome.
really funny.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so check that out if that's interesting.
I mean, it's
It looks very
it's got a little
plain.
bit of charm to it. Like
Eh.
I see what they're trying to do. It's very minimalist. Some people might be into that. It
Meh.
like it looks like it might go with some people's decor, but it's kind of just like
Bro, this
Eh.
was the Taco Bell.
That's pretty cool.
it's
That was a
nice.
Taco Bell
It's
one.
nice.
It's metallic looking, no?
It's cool.
Nice.
No,
I
not
mean,
that
yeah,
cool.
metallic isn't like bad. You know, it's like I said, it's
kind of
also it's kind of
unimaginative.
minimalist and
That's
stuff.
my favorite one.
But you're kind of into the minimalist stuff nowadays, right?
But it has nothing. Yeah, but it has nothing to do with tacos.
That's okay.
I mean, I would rather it didn't. Because if it just said like, Nachos Del Grande on the top or something like that, and like had like Doritos just kind of speckled around, I'd be kind of annoyed. I'm like, that's disgusting. So,
And then speaking of EA, FIFA 20 demo now available. I don't know why you want to play it. Same damn thing as FIFA every other one. So
all right, well, it's not.
Guys, I had a question for you guys. If you are EA, what's a better approach to releasing a new $60 game every year that's the same game as the previous one?
Make a better one.
make it better.
Because basically they could push a patch, right? They could push a patch.
They could.
That's basically what.
Can you imagine what
That's
people
basically
would
what these
do to
are.
them
These
if
are
they're just like,
basically
all right, pay
patches.
$60 for this patch, NBA 2K20.
It's like basically what these feel like. They're like patches. Like we've added like a couple dozen new players at most, and we upgraded the graphics a little bit. Make the soccer ball kick the players. I like that. Reinventing the wheel.
All right, stick with me for a second.
Okay,
Ready?
I'm here.
Let's say they don't make it
Present.
2K20, 2K21, 2K22. Let's just say they call it NBA 2K5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right?
Okay.
And each version has a 5-year life cycle,
Okay.
okay? And each year they push a new update. Basically,
Right. New
equivalent.
players have come. Yeah.
And then instead of charging $60, they would charge $25. I think they would sell more.
I'm not understanding.
I don't know, dude. I don't think I know how much EA is already making from it. I feel like doing that they would.
So like, let's
They would just
take
make
for
less.
example, NBA like 2020 is coming up. So let's say that's like NBA 2K20. So they stay with that for 5 years and then
Yeah.
release NBA 2.
Yeah, but they don't call it NBA.
Yeah, it's not going to be
So
per
and-
year.
You're saying,
So,
assuming
like-
that they had a different model from the very
It's
beginning.
like NBA, I don't know, just like basketball game X, whatever.
Sure.
Who cares? And then like they stay with that game for 5 years, just
Yeah.
update it with patches every year.
Roster updates.
So what would be the
music
initial?
updates.
What would be the initial MSRP of that game when it first
60.
comes out?
60.
Okay.
Yes.
So then 5 years later, what would you charge for that game? 60.
60.
Okay.
But it'll have a new engine, a whole different mechanics, or like a big update. But all the little roster updates and the stupid stuff, they could charge something like 25, and I think more people will buy that.
Like-
Here's why I say this.
like have a DLC, like an
Yes, like a DLC. Yes.
Yeah, it's
like
like DLC
2021
every-
DLC or
every
2021 expansion.
Like,
Yes.
Like after the draft picks and the new, and
Bingo.
The new, okay.
I think more people will buy that. I say that because Long Time and Crazy both have older versions of 2K. They're not gonna. They haven't
they,
bought.
they don't see any reason to
There's
get
no
a new
point.
one.
There's no point to upgrade to the 60. It's too steep to ask for that minimal
Okay. So what would you charge for that update?
20.
I think
Because I have 2K19. If I could get the DLC for 2020 with the new rosters and basically
Just like maybe like polished up
$20,
animations
I'd buy it.
or a little bit
I'd buy it,
better
but I'm not
stuff.
gonna spend 60 for 2K20.
Interesting.
I think that
Interesting idea.
with the way that it currently works, it might actually even behoove them more to make their NBA titles like subscription based.
That would work.
So if it's a subscription based, because
Oh, dude, you're
The
you're
thing
going
is-
down an evil
Bro,
path.
like
I know
trades.
I know EA shareholders are hanging out in this chat right now. Like,
They do that with all their
Yeah,
FIFA,
man.
Madden, and well,
Like,
wait,
just think
well,
about it though.
NBA
like,
2K
they
is
would
by EA too.
inevitably
It's
make
not
more
EA,
money
though.
doing that.
Yes.
People wouldn't really be able to get as mad about all of the microtransactions in it because it's a subscription-based game.
Right.
That's expected in a subscription-based game.
That actually would work. Yes.
That would totally work if
Yeah.
if 2K did that. Damn,
And
you should write a letter
they
to
wouldn't
Strauss
have to
Zelnick.
worry about, this whole
That would totally work.
new 2K every freaking year.
That would
Like-
I played 2K. I would subscribe to that.
that would
That's-
probably be easier on the dev team.
That
too,
would be
because,
easier on a
like,
dev
You don't have to
team.
recycle everything every year.
That
Hell
would
yeah.
be easier on the gamers.
Yes.
It's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
That's a good ass
EA,
idea. Right there.
There's an
Well,
EA
2K,
in
2K.
Orlando. I need to go walk up to them.
Tiburon.
Be like, yo, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Well, isn't
that's
I'm pretty sure the EA in Orlando actually works on like their sports games specifically.
yeah, but this is 2K, so.
But
But just take that model and apply it to all sports games.
That would actually-
that's what I'm saying. Like for all these recurring sports games that come out every
Yeah,
year.
but they would make
it's
less
like-
money.
Would they?
Would they?
I think they.
I mean,
would.
was if it was a $60 game at price, then even if that person's
That's
only,
interesting. I'm
Like,
gonna,
if they
you know what?
play
I'm
for-
gonna write into Kind of Funny Games and post that question.
This is different. This is different, Vitamin J. The subscriptions that work, they work. Like this one would
I would
work.
pay for those
yeah,
subscriptions.
yeah. Totally right.
Oh, too bad they don't have
Oh
DLC
man,
to
you know what they
improve
can do?
Jump
Oh,
Shot.
this is what they can do right here.
Yo, I'll still wreck you in a game of 10, 11.
Whoa.
You
Oh.
pick the score.
Oh.
You'll still get wrecked, bro.
Let's go.
You know what they could do? They could do. You know how EA is experimenting with their, streaming service? 2K could do the same thing, but just have you want an NBA plan within your service?
Yes.
There you go. Very interesting idea. I'm gonna steal that and give you credit though when I write in.
I really think that would. I think that would be. Listen,
Is that my
I don't
idea?
know a whole lot, but
I don't know
I
a whole
got
lot
a
of
good
stuff.
feeling about that idea I spontaneously had just now. So,
All right, so we're at
well,
12 right now.
well,
what do you guys
we're
want to do? We
moving
got a little bit more
pretty
material, but
deep
what do you,
in. We could probably blow through the rest of this real quick.
Okay, all right. There's a big in Japan sale on the PlayStation right now, so hey,
So games that are big in Japan will
get
be
them.
on sale.
Sekiro
on
is on
PlayStation.
there. Get it.
So there you go.
PS Plus members in the EU get a weekend sale with some great games. Go out there, EU gamers, and get that PS Plus sale. Good stuff for you. Control, game I'm playing right now, really enjoying up until the end, is getting free DLC and 2 paid expansions later in the year, which is very, very cool, actually.
Okay.
So you got a free DLC, which is new game modes called Expeditions,
Mhm.
and then 2 paid expansions. First one is The Foundation, comes out in early 2020, and the second one, the most interesting one, is called AWE, or AWE, which stands for Altered World Events in the game. That comes out mid-2020, and that is going to be a crossover with Alan Wake, which is also a Remedy property. Very cool, because in Alan Wake, you get powers. Did you play Alan Wake?
No, I know of it.
Okay,
I just
you get powers and stuff. So basically, that is in Control. Because
That's
you read something in Control, it's like, oh man, we went to this place called Bright Falls, which is where Alan Wake
Alan
takes
Wake
place.
takes place,
And it's
yeah.
like, oh, we have to cover up this whole thing. So they're crossing over their universes, which is very cool.
That's neat. I would
Very
like to see that. Everyone loves a good crossover. Actually, we didn't write this down, but Remnant has also been coming out with a free DLC to expand in their already amazing game. So
Nice.
play
Check that out. Yeah, so we'll just go through the rumors real quick, I guess.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah.
PlayStation working on a second attempt at a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale game. I don't know if you guys remember that. You guys remember that?
Yeah, that's actually
It's like
Sony's version of
Of
Smash Bros.
Yeah, Sony's version of Smash Bros.
It's like they had Kratos in it.
Yeah.
They had Kratos in it. Yeah. I would think about that, Sig. Like Sony coming out with their own. That is kind of cool, right?
Yeah, but it would be funny. It'd be like Nathan Drake versus Kratos. It's like what?
Like literally Kratos. That'd be cool.
The God of War versus
And now,
a treasure
now
hunter.
God of War's got a new game, so you can throw freaking ice axe.
You can throw Atreus in there, dude.
Atreus.
Be so cool. Nice. So that's coming out. Maybe. Sony may have a new State of Play arriving on November 1st, showing The Last of Us 2 release date.
That's
I'd freak out a little bit. That'd be
Uh,
awesome. So, according to an NHL 20 EA Canada developer, William Ho, really digging for this information here. PS5 and Xbox Scarlet will always be online. I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that.
But does it need to be online?
I don't know.
See, because I think the current Xbox is was also advertised as always online.
Yes.
So maybe that's not too much of a divergent from what we already have.
We'll see though.
But we'll see. League of Legends actually is coming out possibly with a mobile version. Could be a thing.
That's wild.
So
That's wild, dude.
yeah, we will see like crossplay with the mobile version of League of Legends. You guys are gonna get destroyed, dude. And
even a
let's
contest.
argue. I don't really think we have time to argue.
No, we don't have
so
time for that.
we're
But
gonna
I
have to
will
just move on to
tell you guys
close.
about the subject.
Okay, go for it.
2K did a very weird review cycle for Borderlands 3 this time around.
Okay.
So basically, usually how review cycles go, they give the publication a code like a week or whatever beforehand. Go play it, get your review. There you go. This time, 2K. This is very slimy, in my opinion.
Okay.
They targeted reviewers
Okay.
because they knew which reviewers would get them,
Good
kind of
reviews.
a
Yeah,
good score.
of course.
And Polygon actually reported on this. They said they didn't get codes. They got keys to an Epic Store account with the game already preloaded onto it, and they were told to stay away from DirectX 12, which is not good.
What's that?
DirectX 12 is the latest DirectX version in Windows.
Oh yeah.
They were told not to do certain things on the game, and that it was in a pre-build phase and not the gold phase of the game. So this is very
Was
weird.
this like just before release though?
Yes.
So like it is in the gold phase.
Yes. So this is a very. I'm gonna put that out
I like
out there
that,
for you
man.
guys.
It's
It's
yeah.
it was very weird. It's a very weird review
Review our
process.
game, but only look at that corner.
Yes, kind
That's
of.
it. If you look anywhere else, we're gonna have trouble.
Yeah. So Giant Bomb didn't get a code, which is insane. And let's see.
I mean, we didn't get a
Windows.
code.
Windows. No, we did not get
So
a code.
that's a huge surprise to our viewers.
I don't know
I'm
how.
sure.
I don't know how we didn't.
Yeah, I mean, come on, look at us. How could you not give these guys a code?
But yeah, so just that's been going around the internet lately. Not cool. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Just looking for
Because it's Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
got mixed up with the Halloween, the Michael Myers.
trying to yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
gonna wrap it up. But
Oh well.
We could just like
Ah,
acapella
well.
it.
For
What does the Halloween music go? It's like.
Yeah, it actually sounds pretty badass. Yeah. But that's not the Friday the 13th. Is it? It's
No,
like
Friday
No, it's
13th.
Halloween. That's Halloween.
what's the name of that song?
I don't think that's a song. I think it's just a sound effects of like I don't know. Jason just like whispering.
Breathing.
Yeah, it's just Jason breathing. Yeah, that was the whole thing the whole time. It's just Jason breathes like that. And I'm like, what's that noise? He's like, sorry.
All right, Friday the 13th, everybody. Full moon tonight too, by the way. So go out and drink.
super spooky right now, you guys. Anyways, go ahead and jump on into the closing. Thank you for stopping by. As always, listeners, we stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.com/FPS Guides. So if you want to see switch.tv/FPS Guides. Thank you. So if you want to see what these, the beautiful faces belonging to these beautiful voices,
Oh, we should have
please
introduced
sure
ourselves in the
check us
beginning.
out.
We should always do that next time.
That's a good idea.
Okay, next time. Sorry,
Next
audio
time.
listeners. We'll
Next time.
we'll kind of introduce ourselves so you know
So
what
you
voice
know
is who.
the voice attached to the name. Remember to smash them like and subscribe buttons. Thank you for the cheers out in the comments, guys. You guys are
Thanks,
loved.
everybody.
You can check out all of our content right now on Apple iTunes, Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Alexa, and more importantly, our beautiful website, fpsguides.com. Also, please sure to check out our Discord. Link is in the description on Twitch. Please come in and chat and say hello. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. You know, our next milestone is 100 followers and as many subscribers as we can possibly get. So, if you want to be one of those people, we'd love you for it. Anyway, guys, I guess we'll go ahead and close it out. Remember to play games, and remember, I will not be here next Friday.
Yeah, we'll have someone.
But
We'll
somebody
have someone
else
else
will
to be on
Well,
here.
someone. Volunteers?
Somebody.
Any volunteers?
Yeah, anybody in the chat want to come on down to
Yeah.
to Orlando to fill in for
You
me
get the-
next
you get the
Friday?
center
You Vitamin
seat.
J.
Yeah, you can wear the hat.
Yeah, you get the center seat, man.
B team coming in. All right, guys, remember to play games and have a great weekend.
Yep. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe, have fun, play games.
Have a great
Peace.
weekend, y'all.
Well, there's totally a tropical storm hitting us this weekend.